You have the flashlight. You can see. I'm sorry.
Where's that tree? Is this the girl?
That
one?
that's her.
Shit,
That's
we've been
her.
waiting for this. Does that have a little flower crown on it?
Oh my god.
We've been waiting for this for like 6 years.
Stop.
No, 6 years. What's her name?
Louisa.
Louisa
Catherine.
Don't step on the flowers. I like how someone left an Ulta Beauty.
Girl, because you're beautiful.
They left quarters. She can go to the laundromat. I feel it.
What is that? That's the sign.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
They both breath mints. That's rude as fuck. She has beautiful breath. Ow, Jason. What's her symbol? Is it a butterfly?
It's a rose, yeah.
Oh.
You are a beautiful soul.
You are beautiful and we love you. You're a queen. Well, it's cute.
We're sorry we couldn't buy you any flowers, man.
Those are pretty earrings, though.
Yeah,
You
like,
really
good on
are.
you, man.
I don't.
Mints.
You know what? I
Why
have
would
earrings.
you
Why
leave
didn't I bring
mints,
them?
man? That's not even cool of people to do. Leave some, like, coins.
Well, maybe she wants to get up and go to fucking McDonald's.
When did she die? Murdered.
Yes.
Oh, it actually says the name.
Mm-hmm. Used to, yeah.
I'm sorry.
January?
How old was she?
She was 13.
13, married to a 24-year-old?
Jay, this is back in the day. Come on.
They weren't married. I told you. She was going to be. She was
I
going.
don't know if it was a bug
There's like 60
or
bucks.
I heard a faint yell in my ear. I'm relaxed. I'm fine.
I'm not. I am like the tensest motherfucker.
What's the camera look like? Do it.
Wait,
Oh, it
where
looks
was
like
he
shit.
buried?
It was a mosquito.
Where was he buried?
Not here.
Not here?
No, he is buried behind the courthouse
Courthouse.
in St. Clairsville.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because he was hanged.
Yes.
Stones for the people that don't have a good one.
I don't know if $1 million could cover every single
Oh my
one.
god, guys, I can't. Guys, I fucking can't.
Why?
You got this.
I don't understand. Right here. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know what you guys.
I felt like I was swallowing nothing but fucking locusts.
Yeah, my chest feels tight. I don't.
Who's this?
It's a mayor.
It's Major.
Major. Mayor.
It's the mayor.
I'm fucking. Oh, look.
Sarah, David, Elizabeth.
Shepherd. Mary Freeman and James.
Wait. Is that what I think it is?
What is it? A rock.
Is it a rock?
It's a stump.
Never mind. Also,
Major discovery.
never mind. So, I felt just like the lower I got down there, like I fucking.
Well, like I said, like Jay's been saying, you guys can feel it more than I can. I'm just kind of warm,
Like,
and I hate bugs.
it wasn't that I felt cold. I just felt like my air was being taken from me. Like there was like a fucking swarm of bugs going in my mouth. That's what it felt like. So I was just like going.
Jay, there's hella bugs out here.
No, I mean, like, I have a scratch on my arm.
You've had that earlier.
No, that's
That's
this is the
under
one
your
from
arm. Let me see.
earlier.
Let me see. Oh my, yeah, that's new. That's not from the cats. Is it?
Great. Now you're touching me.
My God.
I'm slowly calm.
We're good.
Just right here. I don't want to go anywhere else.
Baby birds. What's the big?
That's Mary Robinson. Or no, is that
Mrs.
Robinson?
Robinson. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh God.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
I watched that, and the mom is a killjoy, and I hate her.
Oh my God! Now it says 7 minutes. Okay. I literally have a timer for this too.
1 minute, 15 seconds. Well, hers is closer. We're gonna follow hers because we put hers on accurately.
Hers or mine?
This
Hers.
is actually.
We gotta play by the rules here.
Actually a little more comfortable, but I feel like there's something like you remember when I first got my cold, and like I couldn't breathe. I feel like there's phlegm caught in my throat. Don't know why.
I've had the feeling of a rock in my throat, and that's because I had an air problem, undiagnosed. I've had it undiagnosed for almost 6 years now. So,
say that. They'll use that against you.
again, just, it doesn't.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh, I thought that said murder.
No.
There was
How much longer?
Bitch, we gonna make it.
I want to see what that, because I didn't get to look
I'm
at
not
this
going that
giant-
far. You got me fucked up.
I didn't get to look at this giant ass tombstone.
We looked
Okay.
at all of them.
I wanted to look at it. No, like actually, like look at it. 1902. He was 76 years old, 11 months and 16 days. Oh, I know the Perkins. I didn't know that they had fucking people buried here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Whoa, that was really cool,
Oh,
Sam. I'm
shit.
sorry, that
Look
was a
at
really
that.
cool shot. I went, woo!
Cool
Look at
intro
that.
shot.
Perkins.
Perkins.
The lovely restaurant that has really good chicken and honey mustard.
I like how there's a lot of Murphys. In my father's house are many
Warriors. Mansions.
Mandarin?
Mansions.
Oh, he's talking about heaven. Okay.
Oh.
Because I remember Chris used to tell us that when you go to heaven, you get a
Time's
mansion.
up.
Okay, come on.
We did it.
Did that. Holy shit.
Be proud.
So a lantern light. Are we looking more for?
He should be just coming this up, like literally the way that we're facing. He's supposed to be going this way. He's supposed to be.
How long do we wait for?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's
Did
all.
Did it give us like a set time?
Fuck no. It's just like, if you sit there, you'll see a light. That's all it fucking says.
Well, that's very unhelpful. You should give us a fucking wiki how. How would you find that? That's one. Be here this time.
I'm just gonna.
Guys, shut up.
It's me. Come on.
Shut up.
I could just see a flashing light.
Well, there's a lot of.
Like, I thought it was maybe like a car kind of thing. Like, where you see a car come between the trees and you just see it go. That's what that fucking looked like from right here. But it was like up in that corner.
Can I turn the car on?
I want to see. Do we want to give it a time limit, maybe? I knew these roads freak Alice out. So, like,
Oh, you're such a bitch.
10:39. We've only been here a
I'm
minute.
bitch. I'm scared too, because I keep hearing something walking around the fucking car, and nobody believes me.
I just said I heard it.
You did?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
No,
then.
you're not.
Okay.
So I'm saying calm the fuck down because.
I saw. It's right fucking there. It's right. Look, like.
Oh, I see.
Do you see that flash?
I do. I see that.
Where?
It's like, look at the tree
Allison?
over here.
Look
To
on
your
me.
left. Not all the way to your left, but like a little slanted. It's gonna be like flashing right between that tree. Somewhere. I think if I cover this light up, you might be able to see a lot better. Honestly.
This is some fucking weird shit. Guys?
No, we're fogging it up, yeah.
Yeah, it's fogging up.
See? There it is! Do you see it?
No, I don't.
Oh my god! I can't even get it on camera! What the fuck? I can clearly see this shit. Alright, so said, that's out of the way. There was a project we were starting on. It's gonna be an adventure. We went to Egypt Valley. And I know you're thinking, we all just decided to go out during the night, not fucking do any sort of, research or anything, and not be super prepared. We were prepared. We were motherfucking prepared. See this? This is a notebook.
I thought it was a tablet.
I have notes.
She's our information girl.
I was
Camera girl.
prepared. Sort of.
We were completely unprepared. We
With
had
that-
the car.
With
That's
that
one
being
thing
said, I had most of the research completed, and we scoped it out in the daytime before we went. And that's the cat's out of the bag for that. Our first location was in Egypt Valley, the Salem Cemetery. Now, the thing about Salem Cemetery is it's a lot of people in that one. I mean, there's an Egypt Old Cemetery as well, but I literally had the list of memorial in that one. 'Cause there's probably not a lot of people in there. More than likely, all the people that I saw was what was in it. That was it. But Salem is kind of stacked, which you'll kind of see in the footage a little bit. You could just see it's pitch black, and me trying to figure out my night vision. I don't know. But anyway, the biggest key in the cemetery in general was Louisa. We, reviewed our footage for most of the haunts that we witnessed. So, and we all kind of have each individual responses and I guess certain things in our retrospect. And this is kind of the point in the video where we explain what you saw, but we're explaining what we were having an experience for. So we'll just, I guess, start Salem. So, my experience was plain and simple, scared shitless to begin with. I was already feeling like I was in a place that I shouldn't have been. Like, it was kind of very like, you are in some high school party that you're not invited to. Yeah. Already this warm, uneasy feeling like people are tense. And
Feels like you have flies in your throat.
I mean, there's probably flies in my nose.
True.
But we looked for her grave earlier in the day and we didn't see it.
Ow!
So, that being said, we eventually found the grave at night, and it was decorated beautifully. I mean, they gave the girl an altar card, for fuck's sake.
They gave her a mint.
It was weird.
It was beautiful. Like, it was a very beautiful setup how they had it. And, it makes it known that she's not forgotten from the people because, she was the victim of one of the first St. C hangings. Like, the fact she's not forgotten and completely forgotten about is, like, insane.
But the feel of just, despair kind of was just around. Like, anytime you kind of just mentioned something, it felt like you were saying something wrong. And then there was, greeted with a sound or greeted with a feel of, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Swarmed down the hill with fucking mosquitoes. But when it felt like as if more than likely getting lower into the cemetery, getting down the hill, it felt like I was going up and losing altitude and losing that oxygen. Because it was starting to shorten up for me. And eventually I had to bend over and just get it out because there's something there and I had to push it. After I went all the way up the hill, like closer to the car and stuff, I felt fine. That was at that point I let all my anxious energy go just for a split second, and I felt like I swallowed flies, and my fucking lungs just couldn't contain normal air.
I felt absolutely nothing they felt sorrow over her. I mean sympathy, like human sympathy I felt, but I didn't feel the feelings they felt. I didn't feel the I need to leave. I didn't feel the flies in my throat. I didn't feel really any of that. They were kind of on edge a little bit. I wasn't. I went in guns blazing. I'm not the type.
She's a skeptic.
Yeah, I'm the resident debunker. I don't really feel much. I mean, granted, when I left, I had that rock feeling, but I think that was more just, this is new. This is the first time this has ever happened. Yeah. Of course, anxieties are going to be running high, so that is mine. I'm not going to count that as, oh my god, it's a spirit or something. Yeah. But that's basically it. That's all that happened.
Okay. When we entered the graveyard, at first I felt like there was some creepy shit going on because it suddenly got extremely cold. And I was like, that's a weird sign, especially going into a graveyard. But then you think about it, there's all these deceased individuals probably all around you, because cemeteries are probably one of the most haunted areas probably in the entire world. And obviously, usually the signs of a spirit or entity is cold chills and emotions and auras and feelings. And like Carrie Elwood said, she felt immense sorrow. I, on the other hand, did not. I felt sad and I felt upset and I felt hurt that happened to her. But as we were walking down the hill and they kept talking, like it wasn't like I was annoyed by it personally, but I just felt irritated. Like I can't really explain it. I felt extremely like they need to shut up or I'm gonna hit one of them. Like, I don't know why, but it wasn't my feelings, and I didn't really understand. I was like, why are you thinking this? Like, why are you upset with that? Like, why are you irritated with them? Like, what is this? And as soon as we started walking up the hill, I was fine. But my throat felt like something was crawling back up it, and like I was going to, like, vomit smoke or whatever, but it really, like, made my chest tight, and it made me very, I don't know, after I felt that my heart was tightening, it made me very anxious. And once we got up there, it went away. Like, the irritation, the sadness, the hurt, everything was just, like, gone. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So now I'm, like, kind of trying to fight with myself, like, trying to be sort of kind of logical, but not like a skeptic, because I believe in this stuff. So, yeah. Salem Cemetery was creepy, but not as creepy as the other two places we went to. Those were just downright screwed up.
Now, the one that we didn't get footage of was Lady Bend, and the only reason we didn't get footage was because we were there for like maybe a shorter period of time, and I was trying to get my equipment ready for it, and I just completely missed the shot.
I think we were there for like 5 minutes.
More than that. But like the story behind Lady Ben Hill is, simply put, there's theories that kind of just changed the story a small bit, which was a lady was riding her horse. She was riding her horse in anger. So, they're saying the reason she was mad was because she was fighting with the guy that she was in love with, or her family, because they thought the guy that she was in love with was of simpler means. Either way, there was a thunderstorm that night, and when lightning struck the sky, it scared the horse. She fell to her death from the horse. The horse dragged her, and they found her body the next day, all mangled up without a head. Now, the ghost folklore for this is that you will see a lady riding by your car, whether you're parked or you're moving, she'll be by the car, or at least halfway in front, and you would just see a headless woman on a horse. We were maybe there for a short period of time. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything. The only person that really had the general experience was Jordan.
I will never, ever, 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 only in the daytime, go back there. Ever. Because I'm the only one that saw it. I look crazy. I'm not gonna lie. What I saw, I could probably be put in an insane asylum for, because I sincerely thought I saw something. Like, we were parked on a road that was side to Lady Bend Hill. Yeah, adjacent. Thank you for that. But I was looking back at Carrie L to make sure she was okay, because she got very silent. And when I went to turn back to look at Allison, because I thought she was looking at me getting ready to say something, I saw, if I were to stand up, and it was like where my head would be, and it went past the front of her car, straight down the road, and disappeared. Now, there was no outline, I couldn't make out what the fuck it was, but it literally looked like a giant ball of smoke shooting down the road. And I was like, immediately I'm looking at them, I lose my breath, and I tell her to get out of there. I don't want to be there anymore. I want to go home. I don't want to do it. I'm done.
Was Buttermilk Road, and pretty much Buttermilk Road was the tipping point. Well, pretty much the tipping ending point of this entire adventure for the night. So, the story of Buttermilk Road is a servant. Not really, I shouldn't say servant, but a cemetery caretaker. He was, like, basically, I guess, at some point around the 1800s or so, there was a really bad winter. And a lot of people left their houses and stuff when they shouldn't have, and they all froze to death. A good portion. This, cemetery caretaker was not any different. He froze to death, and his ghost is set to haunt the road. Like, you're mainly supposed to see his lantern and his flashing lights. Now, in my experience, we all kind of had a similar thing, but we all kind of had different additives to it.
Yeah.
Like,
we all heard the footsteps.
because it's not, like, the footsteps were all around the car. Because it sounded like they were at the passenger side, then it sounded like it was on the front of the car, then it sounded like it was in the back, and then it sounded like it was on the other
It
side.
started in the back, and I first
thought
heard it when you guys were talking.
I thought I heard the
that's why I
passenger.
was trying to tell you guys, like, shh. Because I heard either it sounded almost as if rocks were falling out of the bottom of the car, but then it started to move.
Yeah.
I heard gravel crunching, like someone was legit walking
Yeah,
around my car.
Because when I first heard, like, a few bits, I'm like, oh, maybe the car's just resting, for a split second, and it'll stop. But it kept going.
And going.
And then I was like, okay, that's weird.
I heard it from the passenger to the back, then to my driver's side, and then to the front.
Because it was just kind of rotating for me.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The only thing that was a different additive for me and Jordan was we saw the light.
But Allison said
I
something completely different.
The only thing that I freaking hate about it was the fact that, like, I couldn't catch the damn light. No matter how hard I was aiming the
Night vision
camera.
sucks.
Like, maybe if I would have had my flashlight there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But
But
the
I
same
feel like it still would have blocked it out anyway.
It would have ruined the experience. He probably would have been like, bye, guys.
So I was like, well, I don't think the flashlight will work in here anyway, so I just didn't attempt, because I thought maybe a little light would loom out and just see it. But no. So either every time I started, because I saw it first, and I went, okay, my eyes are just playing tricks on me, it's fine. Because they were playing tricks on me earlier, while we were driving, where I thought I saw a dude on the road just do this with his hands, up on the hill. And, like, the second time comes around, I see it again, but I didn't say it. She said it. And then I said, where? She said the same direction I was looking directly at. And then that's when I started thinking to myself, like, okay, maybe I'm not crazy. Somebody else is seeing this shit. Because it's not headlights. It was a little dimmer than headlights.
Yeah, it looked almost like a flame.
Because
Like
it
a
was
very
flashing,
illuminated flame.
but like when it would flash, it would be like boop boop boop, and
It'd be moving.
then every time we would tell, Ellie like it's right fucking here.
I didn't see it.
Oh.
Honest,
But
I still don't kind of
You
believe
saw
it.
something else that was pretty
You saw
interesting.
something
It's
pretty fucking
stupid.
creepy.
God, I can explain why. Okay, so what basically happened was, while we're sitting there, we're hearing the footsteps, right? I'm getting freaked out, don't get me wrong. Mind can play tricks, of course it can. Well, they're looking towards the forest. Like, she's looking diagonal. I'm pretty sure she's looking out her window to the forest, too. Well, I look to my driver's side, because I'm just kind of scoping the scene. I didn't see a light. I didn't start to see a light, so I'm just looking around, looking for anything. And then I don't know exactly when it got there. I can't say I saw anything walk up. I can't. But it's like I look over, and it's like there's a horse there. Like, there's an outline of horse legs, and there are hooves. But you don't see the top half of the horse, no. And it's not there. It's just I couldn't see it. It's not taller than my car. It was just the legs and the hooves. And it's like you can clearly freaking see them. Clearly see them. And I was like, okay, well that's kind of weird. I wasn't expecting a horse. I heard it was a lantern. But you know what? Whatevs. It could be anything. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Well, I start looking out that way because they're saying, I see a light. I see a light. Again, I didn't see it. I still don't exactly even know what it looks like. I've heard it look like a lot of things. But I look to the front of my car, like dead front through the windshield. Again, don't know, but I saw an outline of a person. And I mean like a man. Like a regular size, average Joe man. Just standing there, like arms down, just chilling. Like he is just trying to guard the car. And I'm like, oh God. And he's staring, like it's like his face would be facing us through the windshield. And it was weird. I don't know if the two were correlated. I don't know. It was two completely different things. But I swear I saw the outline of the guy. And I started to freak out. And I wanted to go. I kept asking if I could turn the car on and go. Because, ew, God, it's weird. It's so weird.
There is like always this weird urban legends with most ghost stories you hear where if you sit your car long enough, you'll have handprints all over it. It's almost in any place you go, there's just that story. So, we checked the car when we got back, and we were, debunking most of the handprints as if this was something I touched or this was something I touched. And a good bit of the pictures, which I'll add this later, you could see like a good bit of these handprints. They're kind of, I guess, a little more spaced out. Some of them don't look superhuman-like.
Like the one on the hood is got spiny, like thin fingers, and none of ours were like they were long and thin, like bony, like you were starved yourself for 70 years.
And we would test the theory, kind of hover our hands over it.
Yeah,
We'd see if we could do it.
We tested from which side we all came from, and then I tested most of mine because it's my car. So I was around that car all day. It's my car, so I was making sure it wasn't mine because it could have easily been. But there was one that was upside down, which I can't obviously. It was completely upside down. I couldn't have done it. And there were others on the door that just didn't make sense.
I mean, all in all, this was our first experience kind of dipping our toe into this realm. I'm not going to say I'm a full believer in this whole thing. I'm just on the spectrum that I feel, and it's not like I'm going to sit there and validate every single thing, because there's always going to be some scientific facts that could balance out what happened. But the same thing goes to there's some things that I just couldn't explain. Because when I was looking at the light, for instance, I kept thinking maybe it was a car, and it's just its headlights. But it was dimmer, and it just went
dimmer as it
and that was
moved.
it. And there's not really a road that even goes up there. It's just that. Unless maybe there's a house or something and somebody was using a flashlight.
No, nobody lives out there.
But
We would have seen it.
See?
I'm gonna say skeptical, just to keep everything nice and keep it tied up in a nice bow.
You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm so firm in believing in ghosts that I'm not gonna be logical about something, but I have had experiences with talking to ghosts, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that they are or are not real. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm a skeptical, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm a firm believer, because I am very much 50-50. But from my experiences and from what I've gone through when I was younger, I do believe that there are things here. Some entirely not good, some entirely not bad. But there are other things other than us.
I hope it's aliens. I don't.
I love aliens.
I don't believe aliens.
Be cool,
Oh my god.
That's a whole nother thing.
I mean,
that's
not
a
the probing
whole nother
thing, but they could suck up all the cows.
I believe none of it. I think most of it is malarkey. It's possible. Don't get me wrong. Possibilities. I believe when it comes to ghosts and aliens, possibilities. I cannot say for 100% certainty spirits don't exist. I can't say they don't. I can't say aliens don't exist, but a large majority of my belief goes to it's whatever. Who cares?
And I'm not. This isn't gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna try to push or force anybody to believe something that they just don't believe in. It's fine. You believe what you want to believe. This is just the purpose of we want to share an experience and have the experience, for the world to see. This is not, to persuade somebody's way of thinking.
Yeah.
Opinion is an opinion.
Think how you want to think. This is just for entertainment and you seeing us get the shit scared out of us. Straight up. And this is just something for us to do during the summer or for whenever we have time. This is just,
An interesting hobby.
Yeah, and we want to get out more, obviously, but
it's a great choice to see all the videos that people make and see all the ghost adventures do what they do and get a insider perspective and see
to see
if
how
it's
it
all
affects them.
just special effects or could there be
Something else.
proof, yes, of some spiritual contact.
Thank you guys for watching.
You turned night vision on.
Oh no, it's all spooky.
Oh my god.